Why do we feel compelled to justify ourselves when criticized? What if the act of defending is itself a surrender of power? Picture a dinner party where an accusation lands. You feel the heat rise. The urge to defend is overwhelming. But why? The world judges not by the truth of your words, but by the desperation in your defense. The one who explains submits. Niccolo Machiavelli understood. Power is about who holds the frame. Defending yourself steps into their frame. Imagine not explaining yourself. Doing so terrifies manipulators. It is a shift from reactive to sovereign. Most live as emotional puppets, pulled by others' opinions. A miserable existence. But there's another path. A way where insults dissolve before touching you. Not about coldness or arrogance, but a shift in reality's source. When we're dissecting the psychology of non-defense, override biology with a strategy Machiavelli would whisper to a prince. Why do we explain? It starts in childhood. Authority held judgment. Explanation meant survival. We project authority onto others, bosses, partners, strangers. Defending says, you are the judge. Machiavelli wrote, it is safer to be feared than loved. Translate this, safer to be respected than understood. The validating self believes clear explanation will win agreement. How often does that happen? Almost never. The attack was never about facts, but power. They wanted to see if you jump, and you did. Realize the courtroom doesn't exist. No judge, no jury. Only you and your perception of reality. In silence, you create a psychological vacuum. It's terrifying to the manipulator, unbalancing them. When accused of selfishness, remain silent. Let them fill the void. The power dynamic flips. Silence is a dark mirror reflecting aggression back at the accuser, making them uncomfortable. If words are needed, never defensive words. Use Aikido of conversation, agree and amplify. When accused of greed, agree and jest. I swim in gold coins like Scrooge McDuck. Amused mastery, the ultimate state of high status. Stand above the drama, unbothered. Robert Greene's law, recreate yourself. Refuse the identity others thrust upon you. When labeled arrogant, mock the box. I prefer charmingly confident, but sure. Agreeing without submission, you're right. Let it hang. It neutralizes the attack. Fogging technique, agree with truth without accepting attached shame. Separate fact from identity. Secure people admit mistakes easily. Insecure people fight to prove they didn't err. Dark psychology is 20% words, 80% nonverbal frame. Build internal architecture for silence. Self-knowledge is ultimate defense. Own your flaws, accept your shadow, become untouchable. Incorporate shadow. Insults pass through. You are no longer fortress needing defense. For 7 days, play the game. No defense. Sit in discomfort, feel the urge to explain burn away. Watch reactions, confusion, respect, magnetism. Certainty draws people. Reclaim your energy. Step out of the child role, into the sovereign. The world will try to pull you back. Resist. Keep your mystery, power, and silence. If this resonates, you know what to do. Reclaim your energy, step into sovereignty. The world will try to bait you. Don't react. If this philosophy speaks to you, embrace it. Subscribe not because I asked, but because you choose. Be done being prey in a world of predators. Become the sovereign of your own existence. What if the true power lay in the silence that follows the accusation, rather than in the words that rush to defend? Consider the wisdom of Heraclitus, who taught that change is constant. In this flux, silence can be your anchor. In a world obsessed with noise, the quiet soul becomes a beacon of strength, unyielding to the chaos. Imagine the Taoist concept of Wu Wei, effortless action. Silence is not inaction. It is the highest form of action. The silent mind mirrors the universe, reflecting its vastness without distortion. What if the greatest strength lies not in speaking louder, but in listening more deeply. Nietzsche spoke of the Übermensch, transcending the ordinary. Silence is the first step beyond the mundane. Buddha taught the middle path, balance in all things. Silence is the harmony between chaos and order. How do you cultivate a garden of peace amidst a storm of words? In the silence, you find your true voice, untainted by the noise of the world. What if the greatest revolution is not in the words spoken, but in the thoughts transformed? Embrace the stillness as the canvas on which your masterpiece of life is painted. The path to wisdom is paved not with words, but with the space between them. The mind that embraces silence is like a garden that blooms in every season. What if the ultimate freedom is not in having more to say, but in needing to say less? The art of silence is not in the absence of words, but in the presence of understanding. Imagine a world where silence is not feared, but revered as the birthplace of wisdom. What if every word you chose to withhold became a seed for deeper insight? In the quiet moments, you connect with the essence of existence, untouched by the noise of life. What if by saying nothing, you said everything that needed to be heard? Is it possible that in the silence, you find the answers you never knew you were seeking? Silence is the space where you meet your true self, beyond the mask you wear for the world. What if the silence you feared was actually the doorway to your greatest freedom? In the stillness, you hear the whispers of your own wisdom, often drowned out by noise. The power of silence lies not in the absence of sound, but in the presence of peace. How many voices have you silenced within yourself, longing to be heard in the quiet moments? What if in the silence, but you found the courage to embrace your own imperfection? Silence is the space where you learn to dance with your shadows, rather than flee from them. What if the silence you once feared became the sanctuary of your soul? How many truths have you uncovered in the stillness that eluded you in the chaos? In silence, you find the echoes of your own wisdom, resounding through the chambers of your being. What if the silence you cultivated became the symphony of your soul's journey? In the silence, you become the architect of your own destiny, free from the noise of expectation. Silence is the garden where your dreams take root and flourish, nurtured by your own intention. What if the silence you embrace became the foundation of your unshakable strength? Why does the need to defend oneself arise so fiercely, even when the truth is certain within? Could it be that the battle is not with others, but with our own insecurities? In ancient times, Zen masters would teach that true strength lies not in the sword, but in the hand that chooses when to wield it. The art of non-defense is an ancient secret to inner peace. Today, we often find ourselves in the courtroom of public opinion. Yet, what if the key to freedom lies not in winning arguments, but in reframing the conversation entirely? Consider this. Silence can be a powerful ally. It does not submit, nor does it confront. Instead, it invites reflection and introspection from those who seek to judge. What if the true measure of strength is not in asserting dominance, but in the quiet confidence that needs no validation? And the Stoics believe that tranquility comes from accepting what we cannot control. By releasing the need to explain, we reclaim our inner peace. In today's fast-paced world, the ability to remain unfazed by criticism is a rare strength. It's not about ignoring others, but about choosing where to place your energy. Reflect on this. When we no longer feel compelled to justify ourselves, we step into a realm of freedom where our actions speak louder than words. Why do we feel the need to prove our worth to others? Could it be that the true validation we seek has always resided within? The Taoists teach us to flow like water. In water's softness lies its strength, able to overcome the hardest stone without force. In conflicts, imagine yourself as water. Flow around obstacles, adapt to circumstances, and wear down resistance with patience. Reflect on this. When we release the need to control others' perceptions, we find the serenity that comes with knowing our own truth. What if the greatest power lies not in domination, but in the quiet assurance that needs no affirmation? The ancient Greeks valued ataraxia, a state of serene calmness, achieved by understanding what truly matters and letting go of the rest. In our modern lives, achieving ataraxia means discerning between noise and truth, freeing ourselves from unnecessary burdens. Reflect on this. When we embrace ataraxia, we cultivate a sanctuary within, untouched by external chaos. Why do we fear vulnerability when it is the very essence of human connection and strength? The teachings of the Buddha remind us that embracing our vulnerabilities leads to compassion, both for ourselves and others. In today's world, showing vulnerability can break down barriers and foster genuine connections, transforming fear into strength. Reflect on this. In embracing vulnerability, we uncover the layers of our true selves, finding strength and authenticity. What if true freedom lies not in escaping life's challenges, but in embracing them as opportunities for growth? The teachings of Heraclitus remind us that change is the only constant. By embracing change, we become resilient and adaptable. In our rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt and grow with life's challenges is a vital skill for resilience. Reflect on this. Embracing change allows us to flow with life's currents, transforming obstacles into stepping stones. Why do we seek control over the uncontrollable, when surrendering to life's flow can lead to unexpected harmony? The Tao Te Ching teaches us the wisdom of Wu Wei, or effortless action, by aligning with the natural flow of the universe. In our busy lives, practicing Wu Wei allows us to achieve more by doing less, finding balance and peace in simplicity. Reflect on this. Embracing effortless action allows us to live in harmony with the world, leading to profound peace and fulfillment. What if the key to true wisdom lies not in acquiring knowledge, but in cultivating an open and curious mind? Socrates taught that wisdom begins in wonder. By questioning and exploring, we expand our understanding of the world. In our information age, the ability to question and wonder allows us to filter noise and gain true insight. Reflect on this. By nurturing a curious mind, we invite endless possibilities and a deeper connection to life's mysteries. Why do we cling to certainty when embracing uncertainty can lead to greater creativity and innovation? The teachings of Lao Tzu remind us that embracing the unknown is the path to true wisdom and innovation. In today's rapidly evolving world, embracing uncertainty fosters creativity and opens the door to new possibilities. Why do we feel the need to explain ourselves when accused? Is it the fear of judgment or something deeper? In ancient Greece, Socrates taught us to question the very essence of our reactions. Are we truly free if we are bound by others' perceptions? In today's fast-paced world, silence can be more powerful than words. It can disarm, disrupt, and redefine a confrontation. Consider this. When you stop defending, you reclaim your power. When the world shifts from judging to observing, what if your reality was not tied to others' opinions? What if you could exist beyond judgment? In Taoism, the concept of Wu Wei teaches us to act without force, to flow with the natural course of the world. In a world of noise, choosing silence can be a radical act. It signals strength and self-assurance. Reflect on this. By embracing silence, you create space for true understanding and deeper connection. How often do we let others' judgments define us? What would happen if we chose to define ourselves? The Stoics remind us that our power lies in our response. We choose how to react, and therein lies our freedom. In the workplace, choosing not to defend can signal confidence. Let your actions speak louder than words. Reflect on this. True power is in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. It is in the balance. How much of your energy is spent defending your image? What would it mean to let go of that need? Buddhism teaches us the art of detachment. By releasing attachment to identity, we find true liberation. In relationships, the need to defend can create distance. Embrace vulnerability as a path to true connection. Reflect on this. By letting go of defenses, we invite genuine interaction and deeper understanding. What if you could stand unwavering amidst criticism? How would your life change? Heraclitus spoke of constant change. By accepting flux, we find stability in the shifting sands of life. When faced with change, embracing it rather than resisting can lead to unexpected growth and opportunity. Reflect on this. Change is the only constant. By flowing with it, we discover our true resilience. Why do we fear vulnerability? What if embracing it was the key to true strength? Lao Tzu said, "He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened." Vulnerability is the path to self-knowledge. In leadership, showing vulnerability can inspire trust and loyalty. It humanizes and connects. Reflect on this. By embracing vulnerability, we unlock the door to authentic relationships and personal growth. For the next 7 days, practice the art of non-defense. Observe how it transforms your interactions and empowers your presence. When you defend yourself against an accusation, you unconsciously accept their authority to judge you. The moment you explain, you step into their frame, becoming the defendant in their psychological courtroom. Consider the paradox. By refusing to defend, you become untouchable. Like trying to punch mist or cut water, the attack finds no resistance and thus loses all power. The master strategist understands power lies not in being right, but in who holds the frame. When you respond with amused mastery, you transform their serious attack into a child's game. This requires killing something within you, the part that begs to be understood. The child who learned that survival depends on explanation. When you release this need, you discover a profound truth. Your existence requires no justification. For the next 7 days, practice the art of no defense. When accused, maintain silence. When questioned, stay sovereign. Let the world's attempts to define you pass through like wind through leaves.